Oh man, Cyberleak drops an image. People are confused. This is not about actual discs. It's about ownership. Resale rights still matter, even in a digital only era. I ain't gonna lie, man. He got so many different causes, man. All I know at the end of the day, this motherfucker dropped 3 big ass clips. Welcome back again. Good morning, everybody. So we have reviewed several clips that this gentleman had dropped today, or whoever this person is, Cyberleak. They dropped 3 big clips, titled 99 because 919. I think that's the club that you was in. The other one is a game store, and another one titled Beach. And we're gonna talk about all 3 in this video. I don't feel like I need to make 3 separate videos on this because, again, by the time I'm recording this video, all 3 have already been out. So, man, hopefully everybody's been doing well. By the way, Gamescom is it's in Germany, and it starts at 2 p.m. So if you guys are interested, I will be live on Twitch. We're gonna be reacting to the whole Gamescom. Probably gonna have the guys with me. This is almost like an E3. If you guys did not know, they showcase trailers, announcements, mad cool stuff. So hopefully we get some new games, new trailer stuff, whatever. If you guys want to tune in for that. And I do want to say shout out to everybody who has been going from my from these videos over to my Twitch channel to show me some love, man. I appreciate y'all so much. It is 3MG Live, in case anybody's interested. So let's go ahead and talk about these leaks. Let's talk about everything that's going on, because again, Cyberleak has not been stopping. They are not going to stop anytime soon. And I did ask you guys questions yesterday on my stream about, you know, how do you guys feel about these leaks and, like, you know, the route that they are going with this, because unfortunately this gentleman is not going to stop anytime soon. This is, you know, we're getting to that point where there's a chance he might leak out story. He might leak out a big pivotal thing in the game. He might leak out something that's important, a huge spoiler. We don't know what he's gonna do. I feel like personally, if he leaks out any story and leaks out the ending of the game or things in that nature, then I'm gonna question whether or not is he for the whole, you know, this is for physical preservation and video game preservation, and is it more so just as long as he's getting a top dollar on his website or whatever it is, he's willing to just do whatever by any means. But okay, let's actually talk about it. Yo, Jesus Christ, the level of detail that Rockstar has added, I can't stress this enough, is at an all-time high. What I've noticed from all 3 clips is hair physics, is density, crowd density, crowd management, no laggy jitteriness. They have a stable like frame rate going on right now. Whether if it's 30 frames or 60, it's running at a smooth frame rate. And that's something I want to argue with, is like, who cares if the game doesn't run at a solid 60? The game looks very good. And if we're pleased by that, imagine when we get the full version where it's full of detail, polished. I wouldn't mind the game being 30 frames or so, if that's the case, if they had to go that route, because the game isn't stable enough to hit 60. This game looks phenomenal. Also want to provide one more statement that this gentleman, or this person, this thing have put out. They said, quote, "Stop the hate, channel that energy into the protest, not at those actually fighting for you. Cyberleak is taking huge risk in this battle. Leaks are free and donations cover operational costs. Using crypto is the only way. CL can't win alone. Today is the day to show support and protest." So, and it's because people are responding, getting upset, saying, hey, do not show any spoilers. So that's what they responded with. These people are definitely smart, because they are responding with saying it as an entity, not necessarily as an individual person or business. And that's the stuff that's kind of getting kind of crazy. First clip we're going to talk about is actually the club. I think it's called 919. It had like The Weeknd playing in it, but this right here told me that Rockstar has been at it, you know, at work, working on crowd density and making sure that anywhere you go, whether if it's like in a broader setting or a smaller setting, crowd density will not affect the frame rate. See, these are the things I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm paying attention to that because I just want to have a fun experience. I'm not too like keen on just like, oh my God, I want to know, could you like pick up a gun and fucking turn it sideways and stick it up their ass? Like, no, I want to make sure the game is running smooth, running like fluid, and like where they're currently at, because to be honest, for a long time, I think a lot of us felt like they weren't even completed with this game. It was nowhere near complete. But looking at this, the minute you walk into this club, from outside the doors, You have a bunch of interaction going on with people waiting online and everything. One thing I would have liked, because I don't know if I missed it or not, but since there is a line, do you need like special privileges to get in just the way Jason walked in? I don't know if they're gonna add that or what's gonna go the depth about that. But the moment you walk in, you just see people all over the place. There's a lot of people, and the way the game is handling it. And if this is coming from an Xbox Series S, that says a lot about what's gonna happen if we see this on a PC version. Well, the build that they have is like technically PC or whatever you want to call it for Xbox, or PS5 or Series X. The crowd density is crazy. Obviously, when you walk past these strippers, they are responding to you, they're asking you questions, and you're actually able to greet them, pay money for a dance, and sit on some of the chairs, ask for drinks, get drunk, listen to music, dance, do all the stuff that you would see in GTA 5's clubs, but just more in depth. And from what I just saw, man, seeing the level of detail in this is crazy. Again, there's so many different body types. There's so many different sizes of people, so many different hairstyles that I just seen in this world. All these hairstyles are phenomenal. You got women wearing blouses, different type of garments, different outfits, tights, leggings. The strippers is wearing that shit. They're wearing the fits that they normally wear now in the strip club, and they're vaping. They got these women vaping. So like they're talking, there's vaping, there's hookah all over the place, their ass all over the place. There's these girls wilding, twerking on the chairs to the point where they're putting a leg up. Like Rockstar went super deep with this. I'm just genuinely happy, man. It's a fun feeling. It's fun to see this, man. It exists. It's true. The game is coming out, and I do say, man, you guys have been probably the most positive on everything we've been showing in a long time, and I feel like that's because we've all been waiting for so many years. We all feel more relaxed at everything we are seeing. We're just more now. It's confirming what's the craziness that was going on in our brain about how the game is going to look, feel. Is it going to actually feel or look like his next gen? And it just looks wonderful, man. He walks into that crowd that's partying in the dead center. The faces look wonderful. The hair designs and just the hair physics, y'all. The way the girl was twerking, there was a woman twerking. He walks right in front of her and she's looking down. The moment Jason walks in front of her, she now looks up and focuses on Jason while twerking, shaking ass, and them hair physics is moving and is flowing perfectly. Yo, I'm skimming through everything and I'm like, oh my God, you got women that's dancing by themselves. You got guys that are just mingling. You got guys that are trying to jump into dancing with these girls. This whole thing here is absolutely crazy. Yeah, and it's called 919 Vice City. This looks crazy. You hear The Weeknd, man. I haven't listened to a Weeknd song in a long time. Ever since he started adding them fucking abusive photos of himself as promo, that shit been kind of weird. But the club showcases just that. He didn't go anywhere else secretive in the club. He went up to the girls. The girls are, trying to talk to him, trying to gimmick him into getting into a dance, and it's kind of crazy. He could greet them and whatnot. I don't know how far you can build relationships in this game. I know you are currently dating or messing with Lucia, but I don't know how far you can go. Seeing this though tells me, I wonder if you're Lucia, will you be able to go in here and get a dance or do some like lesbian stuff? I'm being that serious when I say this, because it seemed like Jason can get some ass. It just seemed like Jason could get some ass. I'm just being honest. This is crazy. The women on here, all different types of like body types, man. And they staring at him, they talking, different hairstyles, and low key, they look like the modern day female who work at like a strip club. That ass. The way their body builds, like I'm really impressed that Rockstar, whoever their team is working on this, got the shoulders. Like this is something I've had a problem with 2K in so many games, where the shoulders and everybody looks boxy. It's kind of annoying. Man, he got the body frame looking right on these models, which and male or female, which means like they've taken a lot of time over the last 10 to 12 years. GTA 5, I still think the game is one of the, like, obviously it's one of the greatest games of our generation, obviously, but we can't act like the player models were not like crackheadish. They look like they straight out of Skid Row. But that was the clip for the club. That was like a 3-minute clip. Let's jump over now to the game store which was mad funny to see. It was kind of cool to see. And then we'll talk about the beach. Next clip that we're gonna look at is actually the game store, and it seemed like you're like in some sort of like hoodish kind of area. I don't know if it's the hood or if it's like the trailer trash hood, whatever. I just know that you see like some Escalades and all that other stuff, some vans parked up. And normally, you know, like little mini mall strips in certain nice areas is all like the nice brick. This, in the other hand, you could tell it's like the hood, because they normally look like it's like huts. It's like weird the way they're all connected, and it still looks so detailed. It looks phenomenal. You can see it says Crossroads Park Mini Mall. It got nails, pawn shops, tobacco. It got a store called WHS called We Have Hoes, which is funny. There's a vape store, and then you got a store called Horde Games. The thing is too, for those that didn't notice, there seems to be a perk indicator on the top left, and I do believe it is a perk is being triggered because you're by a lot of valuables. And as you continue to run, and maybe I'm wrong, but when you're running to these stores, the meter's actually getting more full, which probably indicates valuables nearby, and Jason could probably steal them. So again, I could be wrong, but I see that it's getting triggered, and you could walk into almost all these stores here. And he decides to walk in a store called Horde Games. And the funny thing about it is he zooms in with the binoculars at the window, and it literally says JS8 with the PlayStation, with the original PlayStation colors, kind of making fun or like an Easter egg of PlayStation. And inside this store is a bunch of like retro games. It looks like they have PS5s for sale. It looks like PS5 systems that are used. They're selling cell phone cases. They're selling video game retro games and all that other stuff. It looks mad crazy. You can see like artwork that looks reminiscent to like Red Dead Redemption and other games that they've probably had over the years. Of course, that's their version of marketing. But I thought it was pretty good. And it looks like a mini mom and pop shop, And inside, you just got a bunch of cell phones, video games. They got box art. It looks like a video game store that's like on some mom and pop shit. And it looks like there's PS4 consoles on the wall because of the controller designs. There's just a bunch of stuff like that. And you could just see like all the items that you could possibly steal in that game. And he's basically trolling when we go to the store. The reason why he's trolling when he's going into the store is to showcase physical media. He's showcasing consoles. He's showcasing physical media. He's letting it be known like this is a store that exists. This is why he made the clip for the game store in the first place, to just showcase that physical media still exists and it should exist, and preservation is important. The ability to resell. That's honestly the reason why he showcased the store footage, and he's just showcasing everybody individual things. Again, you can see like generic looking PS5s and PS4s all over the place, and you got cell phones and just all these items that you're able to like, you know, still to some degree actually acquire and go to, you know what I mean, like in any kind of mom and pop shop or in GameStop. And he's just like just showing and display that, and he keeps zooming in on signs that say trade-ins, good prices paid on games, consoles, merchant, collectibles. And that's really where his trolling thing is coming from, just showcasing all that. It says refurbished monitors and consoles. He's just showcasing all that stuff, man. And we obviously see it. There's another sign that was a commercial, not a sign, that talked about Zombix, and it says go straight for the hand. It's go straight for the head, excuse me. I feel like that's like a funny callback to some of the stuff that happened in Florida a few years ago, even a decade ago, where people took these drugs and it just had them tripping. And it's like fentanyl, that ass. It's just having them tripping the hell out. And then one of the craziest things that we've seen in this clip, one of the craziest, is to test out items in the game before you buy it. So now it's not just clothing. You don't only just go to a clothing store and try it on. You can actually try on headsets and other stuff in these stores, because the way it looked when you zoomed in on Jason and you selected the prompt to click into the headset was absolutely amazing. So it says clef earbuds. It has the price of them. But it shows Jason up close, and man, he looks fucking detailed. He looks detailed like shit. His hairstyle looks crazy. He's showcasing some of the earbuds that he got on. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The level of detail in this dude is actually nuts. And they're just showcasing different color earbuds. Also, this person seems to be broke as shit because they don't seem to have enough money to buy it. But that is actually crazy. Showcasing different headsets, and he's going to different parts of the store, putting on different headsets. I thought that was kind of fire. They're making it more like intuitive, more immersive too. It ain't just you going to one store and just you having a bunch of headsets in and the customization options. You could go to stores and try so many different things on. But yeah, that was really it. He was showcasing that trolling and everything. And then the last clip was the beach. The beach said a lot to me. Let's talk about that. Now with the beach clip, I do want to say, man, this beach that they were in, this part of the beach looked a little dirty. It looked like there was mad debris. I'm not going to hold you, bro. A lot of debris. And one thing I do want to state, I don't know how many beaches are in Miami. I don't know if it's just one long strip, but I do want to say the Trailers Beach looked more cleaner than this one. And I think they had different marketing on the umbrellas and stuff. It seems here like the umbrellas are different. I don't know if it's like they got different variations depending on the time of year in the game. Will that change? Will they change the color of the umbrellas? I remember they were white with like pink. In this case, they seem to be blue here. There seems to be a truck that's parked in the sand, and Jason is riding a bike. Well, riding this bike, it was so important to pay attention. The water looks gorgeous. The sky looks beautiful. It looked like it's early in the day, and it don't even look like it's peak hours. And there was a lot going on. You have a lot going on. There's no lag whatsoever. Jason even drives into a damn seagull. He runs the seagull over. I think, no, it flies into his bike and it kind of basically like destroys the seagull. But like you see people walking in groups, you see them walking by themselves. There's like certain interaction. It don't seem like buggy so far with a lot of the clips that I've seen. And maybe I'm just not looking properly. I haven't seen like them weird robotic like looking animations where one person bumps into the other and it like resets their body. You see that a lot with any game. It's not just GTA. I haven't seen that, so I don't know if there's like a AI technology that's having them in response to that. But there's so many different things you see here. Beach towels. Look at, like, I'm looking at it again, just the amount of like life that's happening, and people have their phones out. They're having like little fun on one section. Other people having tans that they're taking. The beach looks like it's gonna be where it's at, and this looks crazy, man. You got all these people in the beach. It is not even peak hours, and there's a lot of people on the beach. So many different people. This is actually like crazy. Everything that we're seeing here. And actually, as I did look through this, I'm noticing there is different color umbrellas. So that's on me. I didn't like recognize that at first, but one section had like blue. The other section has like yellow or orange or whatever. But you got, and I gotta stress it, man, you got women with BBLs. The amount of BBLs on this beach. You got girls walking into the water with their bathing suit. You got some other girls going in with denim shorts. You got other girls wearing hats and shit like that, standing in the water with their phone talking to guys. It just seemed like real life interaction. It's not every 5 people look the same. This looks like a wide variety of people. And if you do somehow have some of the same NPCs, they're obviously dressed differently with different hairstyles. Like there's a lot of effort putting in. It don't even seem like you're looking at the same person twice. And there's just so much going on. The water looks crazy. People are just chilling, enjoying their day. It looked like, I don't know if it's sunset or if it's like early in the day, because the UI has it kind of missing. But just Jason walking past this. By the way, the beach is like mad nasty to me. It got like seaweed all over the place or whatever, but it looks incredible, man. There's a lot of life going on in this. And that's what I'm basically getting from all this gameplay, is just showcasing some of the stuff that's happening. This guy obviously doesn't care, and we can't stress it enough, bro. We can't keep going around expecting different results and expecting him to stop. This guy is standing on something. He basically putting it out there. He's putting messages on over the screen, overlays about everybody being kind of confused, and channel that energy towards the protest and channel it against like PlayStation and Rockstar due to like the way they are moving to consumers. This is looking bad. But the crazy thing about it is Rockstar, they announced their game going like, digital and about owning the game, but PlayStation really started that hurdle, that buzz noise. So I'm shocked that he's doing this to GTA. He ain't really like hacked PlayStation servers. I'm just being honest. If this is about the ownership of video games and being able to resell, wouldn't you have gotten that like PlayStation as well? I'm just curious. But yeah, this was a longer video. I do apologize. Forgive me. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys can pull up to Gamescom on my Twitch stream. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all the support, and I will catch you on another video later on today. If anything else happens, just take my word for it. If you have not seen the leaks, you should definitely look at it, man. It's just gameplay. It's not spoiling story. This game looks phenomenal. And just know, I'ma still be wowed when the full version comes out, because this is still just a blurry like build of the game. So imagine when the full version comes out. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's your boy 3G. God bless everybody. And thank you guys so much. I'm out of here. God bless. Peace.